Hello, beautiful cosmic souls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Cyrena, and this is my series called Being Human, where I just share some experiences, wisdom, knowledge. We do guided journeys. I share light language activations and card pulls. So if you're new here, welcome. Hope you enjoy. If you've joined before, welcome back. Thanks for following along. I make these for every Friday, so definitely make sure to like, subscribe if you don't want to miss them. But yeah, I did not do one last week. We're gonna dive in a little bit more into that after, because it's tying into what I want to share and talk about today with just how everything has been. But before, I always like to get us kind of grounded and centered in this spot. Make sure we're really landed here to allow ourselves to be open to what wants to come through. So with this, make a comfortable spot for yourself, seated, burn some incense, essential oils, whatever, just to kind of get you relaxed. And yeah, we're just gonna go. So go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in and out together. Let's take a nice deep breath in and out. Another deep breath in and out. One more nice deep breath in and letting everything out. You can move the body, stretch, just noticing if there's any areas of tension. And if there are, you can take a big breath into that area. And on the out breath, just releasing that tension. And then just finding your normal rhythm of breath. Coming to that natural flow. Letting it anchor you here in this moment. And then I want you to visualize your beautiful energy that surrounds you and is within you. And I want you to see it, whatever color comes first to mind. And I want you to visualize sending this energy down through the root, down through the sit bones and into the earth beneath you. And as you send your energy down, I want you to see a golden light coming up from the earth. This golden light meets your energy, intertwines together with it, creating a solid connection between you and the earth. Letting it hold you, keeping you grounded and centered. And if you choose, even asking the earth to help transmute out anything that no longer serves you. To take it and create it into something new. I'm feeling this connection coming all the way up into the body and landing in the heart space. Taking a deep breath in and out. And then visualizing your energy again. And this time sending it out through the crown of your head and out into the stars. And as you send your energy out, I want you to visualize a white light coming down from source, meeting with your energy, intertwining together, and just feeling that connection solidify, opening you up to all that you are for the highest good of all. Feeling that loving, healing energy from source coming down this connection, down into the body, and also landing in the heart space. You can place a hand on your heart if you wish. Take a deep breath in and out. And just feeling this connection within you to earth below, source above, holding you in this moment. And slowly, when you're ready, you may open your eyes and come back to your space. Okay, so just take a moment to notice if you feel any different from when we started to now. Just letting your whole body, mind, and soul relax. As I share things, I always say take what resonates, leave the rest. But yeah, so how are you guys doing out there? It has been interesting for me. Probably for sure the last month, I would say. I've really found myself going back into hermit mode. I have pulled away from different things. I haven't been seeing as many people. Pulling away from hermit mode and almost feeling like just getting by as human mode. And doing the human things that need to be done. And yeah, just heavier energy lately. I don't know. It's been strange. I almost feel like I don't even have words. I definitely have been exhausted lately. I also just finished doing a 10-day cleanse, which, yeah, like when you do cleanses and stuff, it definitely can bring stuff up as well. And as you are letting your body kind of heal and do what it needs to. And so it's just been a really interesting time for myself. And I feel like the collective energy has been quite strong. There's kind of been this underlying anger and fight mode. That's kind of what I've been feeling. And I definitely have been snapping and reacting to different things that I haven't in a long time been that way with. So it's like old wounds almost kind of were like getting triggered again. And yeah, it's just a really strange time. And so last week I did not do a video because I just was not feeling it. And we need to honor how we're feeling and what we need in those moments. And to say, I can't, I need a break, and not feel guilty about it, because that's a huge thing for us. Is we usually feel guilty when we do not move through with our commitments. So that's what happened last week, and why I did not record is I just needed that week. So it's been a lot of just getting through day by day as best as I could, and resting as much as I could. And I feel like some of it has lifted, or it's beginning to the last couple days. I don't know. It's just been interesting. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up, though, is because I actually did a session on a client a few weeks ago when we got talking about this. And then it was funny because I noticed that I was doing it too at that time. So we got talking about how we go through these phases of pulling away and kind of, again, going into that hermit mode. And the client was just sharing, like, they almost kind of had some shame around it. And they were like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I don't want to be around anybody. And I'm just, going to work, doing my thing, and going home and whatever. Like, I'm not getting out. I'm not seeking connection. And it's just funny how our mind creates it to be this bad thing. Like, oh, what's wrong with me? Like, I don't want to go see people, and I just want to be with myself, and blah, blah, blah. But really, it's not a bad thing. And again, so after they shared that with me, at that point, I wasn't really feeling that I was in that hermit mode yet, but shortly after, I actually found myself going into that as well. And I think there's a lot of us right now that have kind of been feeling that. Again, I think a lot of the collective energy is what's happening, and why we're kind of being asked to step into this, taking a step back from everything. But the important piece when we feel this coming on of this, I need to take a step back, I need to, go into that hermit mode, I need to be at home more, or whatever it is, it's because we're being asked to stop looking so much outside ourselves, to give us time to sit with ourselves and hear the voice within ourselves. Because connection's great. Going out and being with other people is amazing, and it feeds our soul on a different level. But then sometimes we start looking for that outside validation too much. And these times where we kind of step back and go within, it's that reminder to come home within and to remember our own power and to see what's within ourselves, instead of going out into those groups and stuff and kind of looking for it outside. So it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to not necessarily want to be around people, or feeling tired and just needing lots of rest and everything. It is literally our bodies almost recalibrating and processing and integrating all that stuff. And it's really inviting us in to sit with it and look at it and start to get the answers from within. So if you've been feeling kind of in that space of maybe just not quite being yourself, or not wanting to be as out and about around people, don't beat yourself up for it. Take that time, try to find those moments that you can sit with yourself and see what's going on, and ask. You're not going to get the answers if you don't ask, if you don't take that time to sit in that stillness and check in with yourself. So I know it's easy as humans when we get to that point that we kind of check out, right? We go into those human things. We're watching TV, we're reading. Like, even reading is pulling us away from going within. So those are comforts, and they're good to have when we're in those kind of feelings. But again, it's that balance. It's just to make sure that you're doing what you want to, that brings you joy, you're taking the rest that you need, but you're also tuning in. That is the whole mind, body, and soul piece that is so needed for us to keep moving forward. So, and I know it's hard, because in those moments, we can get into our head a little bit more. We can start questioning things. We can feel like we're stuck and not really moving forward. And again, you're never stuck. You're never going backwards. It's just a moment of pause to look within. So, and you might feel lost in those moments too. And this is literally everything that I have been going through in the last month, is those feelings of being lost, not sure what I'm doing, those fears of the unknown coming up, questioning everything. But that happens because it's asking us to start peeling back more layers and looking deeper in again. So, and you'll notice, if you sit with it, you'll kind of notice a main kind of theme that's running through what you're being asked to look at and deal with, to let go. So, and I know that we're coming up to the summer months, and it should be a time where we're go and getting things done. But sometimes we need to deal with this inner work before we can really start to move forward and find that energy within us. So I think that's why we're really kind of feeling it right now, because it's like the universe is asking us to look at it and deal with it now before we really do move into that summer cycle and be able to move forward with different things. Yeah. So that is kind of what I wanted to share. It's not a whole lot today, but we're just going with it. I'm very much fly at the seat of my pants with these things. I'll get ideas of, oh, this is what I want to share today, but other than that, it just comes and we go with it. So, I just have to kind of sit and see. I usually do like a little guided visual or something with the light language codes and activations. I didn't really get an idea of what I wanted to do today with this one. So let me just see what maybe wants to come through for you guys today. Okay. Okay. So you can go ahead and close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in and out. And then just tuning into your natural rhythm of breath. And I just want you to reflect on the last month, last couple weeks of how you've been feeling. And again, your journey may not be the same as mine. You may not be feeling the heaviness, and that's okay. But just reflecting back on how it's been. Have you been asked to slow down a little, to rest? And have you been listening to what's being asked? No judgment, just being honest with yourself on how the energies have been affecting you and what you've been doing for yourself to get you through. Are you doing things for yourself? Or are you just burning the candle at both ends, pushing through? And if you are, asking yourself, what is needed? What do you need to do to ease this for you? And now they're wanting us to visualize us wrapped up in like a cocoon of blankets. Everything is wrapped up in these blankets except our face. Just visualizing you wrapped up, snuggled in, being held safe in these blankets, in this little cocoon. Just allowing for that rest, for the body to be able to heal, for the mind to slow down. And for the soul to be nourished. And then you're going to start to feel some movement in the cocoon. You can move your arms and legs, almost like wiggling around in the cocoon of blankets, just like a caterpillar does in its cocoon. And you can feel the blankets getting looser and looser as you move more and more. Until there's enough room that you can move an arm and take the arm out of the blankets. And then you can move the other arm out of the blankets. out of this cocoon. You can take it off your head, free your head from the blankets, and take a moment to pause and take a deep breath in and out. And as you've freed your arms and your head, just noticing how you feel. This is where we are right now. We are half in and half out. We're starting to feel a lightness. We're starting to understand that better energy is coming to help us move forward. But our legs are still in the cocoon. The legs are still wrapped in the blankets because they need to be. Because we are still being asked to not move forward quite yet. We are in a waiting period. So notice the release, notice the little bit off that pressure, but just know that things are not ready to move forward quite yet. Still allow yourself time to be half in this cocoon and do what needs to be done for you. Still resting, taking care of yourself, and tuning in to your soul, to your heart as much as you can. Because when things start to move forward, you're going to need to trust yourself above all else. As you sit with those thoughts, I'm going to share some light language. And the intention with these codes is to help you ease in as things start to pick up and help build that trust. Let you be open to your own whispers, your own wisdom, to trust it as you do move forward. Niklia no lia satanilia kaniato. Na nili haloko le hosana nikri liato liako. Nanilia hasono kodia tanalia tolia shana nikria tatani. Nilia holia skranilia tanilia kotolia sa. Nalia halia kolia sandikrita nilia luotana. Nikli niolosuko tolia tana. Nikli nilioto liaskranilia tukotushkria tata. Niskranilia tolia ta. Niliato niata. Naskara niliatatani. Nikradia toko. Nikradia toko. Nishkra liato. Holia niakara. Holia nanikra. Naskra nilia hatta. Nilia hato liataka. Taka. Taka liataka liatoshkria niata. Niaska. 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 And take a nice deep breath in and out. Just noticing if you could feel anything in the body as the light language is being spoken. If anything came up for you, or if not, knowing that the codes will do what they need to, even after. And just bring yourself back to your body. Taking another nice deep breath in and out. And slowly, when you're ready, Opening your eyes and coming back to your space. Okay, so just allowing yourself to sit with that. Go ahead and journal it down. Anything that came up for you if you'd like. I had to laugh a little bit because, yeah, like that was the visual that came in, was like this cocoon of blankets, like, because there's a softness and a coziness that's being asked of us right now too, that gentleness on ourselves. So I think that's why it came in as like you're wrapped up in all these blankets, like with just your little face showing. And so, yeah, but so just keeping that in mind as we move forward. It was basically a channel message that came through instead of a guided visual anyways. So yeah, that's what came through. So I guess things are going to start moving, but not right now. So if you feel like you're stuck or kind of like waiting, there's a reason for it. And again, really, really coming back to you, trusting yourself, because that's what's needed as we move forward. So, okay, I'm going to pick 3 cards today. So intuitively picking card 1, 2, or 3, just for extra message. Let's see what we get. So yeah, just trusting whatever came first to your mind. Card 1, card 2, or card 3. Okay, there we go, our 3 cards. So today I'm just pulling from my Calming Inspirations little card, which is soothing, calming. It's part of resting and, the cocoon. Okay, so if you pick card number 1, it is Love Your Worried Self. Hold your worried self with the greatest care. Thank it for looking out for you. Encourage your calm self to take care of the worried one within you. And then inner peace and balance can be restored. Beautiful. Again, so much around that, like cocooning yourself in that coziness, in that safety. And that was a big thing that was coming through when we got you to visualize the blanket and being cozy, safe, that you are safe there, you are being held. So, and again, the mind, when we feel like we're not moving forward, it runs, it worries, it fears, everything. So this is like, it's okay. Send that part of you love. Know that you are safe. Everything's good. It's going to work out. Yeah. Ooh, I liked that one. Okay, card number 2. Calm comes first. There is too much to do, so much that the mind spins with confusion. But truly, there is nothing to do except one thing. Make space for time and calm every day. Then everything else will become possible. Again, exactly what's coming in, what we are being asked, is to find those moments to calm our mind when it becomes chaotic, and to listen to the little whispers, to be reassured that everything's okay. Finding that calm. Yeah, making that space for it is a big one. So again, why things have slowed down, to try to invite us in to do that more. And card number 3. You do not need approval. Do not wait for applause, nor recoil from criticism. Of course, we must measure ourselves and learn, change, and evolve. But do not drink from the poison chalice of external approval. You must give yourself that nourishment first. That is exactly what I said of why we usually go into hermit mode. Why we are asked to take a step back, so that we're not relying too much on the external validation for that external approval. So it gives us that moment to again come back within and to check in with us. And is that my truth or is that not my truth? How do I want to show up? Big time. So there we go. It's a little bit shorter one today, but that's okay. It has been lots of rain here lately. It's still kind of gloomy and rainy today, so I'm going to honor that. It's been a busy morning, and I'm going to just go and rest the rest of the day, do the things that fill up my soul. I hope that you guys are doing okay through this time. If you are struggling, you're not alone. Keep going. Things are going to start moving forward, but again, it's going to be easier. There's going to be more grace and ease for you if you start tuning in and trusting yourself. So when things move forward, you'll know who to turn to. So just keep that in mind. But other than that, I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. I will probably be here next Friday, depending on what happens and goes on. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining. I just want to close it down before we go. So you just quickly close your eyes. You can place your hands on your heart if you wish. And just take a nice deep breath in and out. And just taking a moment to thank yourself for taking this time for you, for listening to the gentle whispers, allowing your time for stillness to connect in, to tune in, to hear your own voice. Okay, lovelies. Thank you again so much. And I will see you all next Friday. If you want to share, comment, please do. If you want to private message me, either through my website or social media, if you want to share anything or have any questions, I'm always good for that too. So other than that, I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend.